you, everybody. Thank you for that gay club music. That is amazing. That is great. While that guy's having chicken piccata or something. Yeah, just hit that. That's perfect. How's it going, everybody? Yeah. How about it, man? One more time for your host, Mr. Dan Bublitz. Working hard for you. I like Dan Bublitz. He's a good dude. I like him because he's the only guy I know that like he looks like his last name. You know what I mean? Like if you had to picture a Bublitz, you're like, I think that might be it. I think that's what a Bublitz might be. I want to put him on my lawn or something. Oh, you got the new Bublitz, I see. Yeah. This is great. San Diego Comedy Festival, giving away some money. Huh? The winner gets $2,000. Second place gets $1,000. Third place gets $500. $3,500. I'm looking around. I don't think they got it. I don't think this. This place doesn't make $3,500 in a month. Are you serious? Here you go, you won. Just hold this check until next year's festival. Let's try it. Can you do that? This is fun. Still gonna fight for it, though. I didn't do too much to get ready. I just read news on Yahoo, because that's what I do. Just get my news on Yahoo. I like reading about that guy Kim Jong-un. That's not that guy Kim Jong-un. He's the dictator of North Korea. We're supposed to be scared of that guy because he's evil. He's evil. We should be scared of him. But it's hard because he's fucking adorable. Have you seen that guy? He's chubby and Asian. Are you shitting me? That's adorable. Chubby and with a crew cut? He's chubby and Asian with a crew cut? Are you shitting me? That's adorable. Wearing military clothes like he got into Daddy's closet playing dress up? Are you shitting me? With his chubby cheeks, I just want to grab his cheeks like, are you a dictator? That's adorable. You're a big bad dictator. Oh. It's hard to be afraid. It is. But you should fear the man, because he's evil. He is. He just killed his own uncle. He just publicly executed his own uncle because he thought his uncle was trying to cause an uprising and take over. That's insane. That's crazy. To anybody that doesn't remember The Lion King. That's what that whole movie was about. And you know, he saw it. He's a 90s kid. He loved the 90s. He just had Dennis Rodman over for brunch or something. Like, you know, he saw it. You know, he watched The Lion King. You know, he related to it. He's like, oh, I'm Simba. You know, he thought he was Simba. I'm sure when he was born, they held him out there like, one day this will all be yours. He's like, hell yeah. Except they said it in Korean or something, so like, you know, ching, chang, chang, you know, Gangnam Style, something. Like they put it, this will all be yours. They put the jam on his forehead and it was official. Then he grows up, he's like, my dad's awesome, then his dad dies, he's like, I'm next. That's when he sees his uncle over there. Oh God, he's like, oh shit, Scar. I gotta snuff that guy out. Otherwise I'm gonna have to hang out with like a warthog and a prairie dog. AKA the South Koreans. Alright? Oh, what's that? Fun! I own a cat. I don't know if that's obvious. I adopted my cat. I think that's important to go adopt animals. If you want to get an animal, go adopt it. They're out there. They're cheaper. Go do it. But if you do it, don't forget who the hero is, you know? Don't forget to take some credit for yourself, you know? Don't forget who the hero is. Because I've been seeing these bumper stickers, I don't know if you've seen them, they're in the shape of a paw print. And on the inside they say, "Who rescued who?" Who rescued who? As if to imply the animal rescued you. Every time I see that, I want to run them off the road. I don't want to hurt them, I don't want to kill them, I just want to stop and go, "You did. You rescued that animal." Because that's the only way that works. That's the only way that can happen. You rescued that animal. The only way that could work the other way is if you were on death row. Just sitting there waiting to die. Just sitting there, just like... And then one day out of the blue, a little cat came down and saw you and went, "Wow." Wow, yes. Take the brown or the brown. It's the only way that can work. It's the only way that can happen. I don't have a lot of money. I don't know if that's obvious. I got a girlfriend though. She doesn't have any money either, so that's good. We mesh on that. But my girlfriend has an aunt that's a millionaire. She's a multi-millionaire. I don't know how many millions, but plural, lots of them. She just bought a mansion in La Jolla. A mansion out there, yeah, I know. That she's not even gonna live in for 5 to 10 years. Because she has this mansion in Palm Springs that she lives in. She just bought this mansion for later. Just for another time. Not now, just later. That's hard to relate to. I have to have dinner with this woman a handful of times a year. I have to relate to her. That's hard to relate to, someone that just buys mansions for later. That's hard. I can kind of relate to it a little bit. Because sometimes I go to Subway, and I get a footlong sandwich, and I eat half right, and I save the other half for later, for another time. Tough to beat. Love my lady. She just recently suckered me into watching that movie, The Notebook, which was upsetting. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's a beautiful movie, it is. It's just not real life, you know. That's not how real life is. It's a beautiful story about a beautiful man and a beautiful woman having a beautiful relationship that would never happen in real life ever. It's completely made up, and it sucks because women watch this movie and they go, "Oh my God, he's so sweet and handsome and nice." And then you turn and you look at your piece of shit boyfriend and you're like, "Why aren't you more like this guy that's never existed in the history of ever? Why aren't you like that? Because that guy's not real. That story is not real." Like, remember that they did a rowboat scene, went out in a rowboat, beautiful date, she's dressed to the nines, it starts to rain. And she goes, "Oh no, rain." And then she starts laughing like a maniac, just and they made sweet love on the beach. And I was looking at that situation, looking at my girlfriend, going, "That is not how that would go down." If that was my lady, I took her out on a rowboat date, she's dressed to the nines, it starts to rain, she'd be like, oh, fuck you! Are you serious? Are you serious right now? You idiot! Just cuss, and I'd be yelling back at her, go, "Oh yeah, you say I'm boring, you say I'm not adventurous, well this is adventure! Now grab an oar, you soggy bitch, we gotta get back to shore!" Hey guys, it's my time. My name is Zoltan. It's very nice. Very nice to be here. I'm glad you guys all got my Truth Social Evites. The one guy got that. Hell yeah. Is anyone on Truth Social? Has anyone figured out that login process? That is the social media thing Trump started, and dude, it doesn't work. I tried to log in because, spy a little, find out. I want to know when the next thing's happening so I can be ready, know where not to be when the next one's going down. So I tried to log in, and it doesn't work. They're like, "Give us your email, we'll send you a login." And I didn't get the email for a week, and I'm like, they need some liberal engineers, is what they need. That's why you got to reach across the aisle sometimes. Because all the good engineers are a bunch of libs. That's who they are.
You can tell technology is more of a lefty thing. You can tell based on the right-leaning memes. You can tell. Because the memes from the right, a little pixelated, all right? They could use a phone call to Silicon Valley and go like, how do I change the resolution? Dad, that's why you gotta reach across the aisle. They need some liberal engineers and like an advertising team. Truth Social, that's not a good, that sounds like a church dance, doesn't it? Truth Social sounds like a dance a church is putting on to compete with homecoming. They're like, everyone's gonna get pregnant at homecoming, we're putting on our own dance. It is Truth Social. It will be done at an arm's length distance. That's how we dance. It will be truth. It's so nice to be here. We're out. We're celebrating. We got California. I think we got the masks to be over. And as soon as we threw them away, World War III started. That's how that happened. As soon as we threw our masks, like, oh, a helmet now? Nice. Move that mask, put on that helmet. I have no idea what's going on. I'm Hungarian, so my friends have been asking me. I was born in Budapest, they're like, what's going on in Russia? And I'm like, what? You know I don't know anything. I don't know. And they're like, well, ask your mom. My mom doesn't know. What do you think? She's friends with Putin on Facebook? Like, what do you want? I don't know what he's doing. I do feel bad for the Ukraine because no one's helping. Everyone's just kind of like we dropped off some weapons, but we're not going to fire them, but there you are. It's a real half-ass way. It's like every karate movie where the karate master sees the kid's ass get kicked and he could simply just jump in and go, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, but instead, I'm going to train you for 6 months. And then you can do this fight yourself. It's like, why don't we just go kick their ass right now? See, everyone's like, we don't know. It just seems really half-assed. It's like watching your neighbor do yard work. And you're like, he could use some help. And you just drop off a shovel. Like, good luck with that. We're going to watch from the window. It's using that shovel pretty good. Yeah, 90 Day Fiancé, which is like, if you don't know that show, that's like where people from third world countries come over and sleep with our ugliest citizens. It's like a sexual fear factor, is what it is. They're like, how badly do you want to leave your country? You willing to sleep with this guy? Yeah. He breathes out of his ears somehow. We don't know how he does it. So we were watching that show. I love it. And then it's fun because they get to go through typical relationship issues. And then my fiance and I watch it, and then it makes us feel better about our relationship. And I think that's what's good about these dating shows. You watch somebody having a bad time, and you're like, well, we got each other. We're doing it right. Look at those losers over there. Not us. We're doing amazing. There's a little person on this season. This guy flew from Arizona to possibly marry a little person. And as we were watching that, my fiance goes, if I was a little person, would you date me? No. No, I wouldn't. And she got offended. She's like, that's wrong. You can't say that. And I'm like, are you serious? You wouldn't date me if I was 2 inches shorter. If I was 2 inches shorter, you would have been like, pass, and you're like, she's like, you're right, you did just make the cut. And I'm like, I know, so don't you dare judge me for me being honest. But yeah, I don't know, I'm getting older. I'm not older, 35 isn't old, but I'm changing, you know, I'm changing. I'm slowly turning into a Republican. I can feel it. I can feel it. I think it happens naturally, you know? I'm 34 going on 35, I'm straight, I'm white, it just comes up and I'm like, we need some order! Like it just, I'm trying to fight it, but it creeps up. I realized it was happening because they put in bike lanes in my neighborhood, and I was ready to write to the mayor. It was a mayor I voted for, and he's like, I'm going to put in bike lanes. I'm like, that's cool with me. I don't ride a bike, but I know people enjoy it, so put in the bike lane. And I voted for him. And he didn't mention that if we put in the bike lane, we're going to lose a lot of parking. And I found that out naturally by trying to go around and do stuff. And I'm like, all the parking's just painted red, and it's just bike lanes, and no one's in them. There's no one riding a bike, and it's just me and 10 cars circling the block looking for parking so that one imaginary guy sometime when I'm not on the street can just... And I'm like, no. And also, if you ride a bike, just ride a regular bike, all right? It's a good design. 2 wheels, a seat, you're up here, ride. You ever see a weird one where you're like, why couldn't you get the normal one? I couldn't. I saw one person riding the bike, they had one of the lay-down bikes. You ever see one of those? Has there ever been an exercise that looks more court-ordered than just someone's worried doctor? You need to start exercising. Like, all right, but I'm not sitting up, all right? I'm gonna look like a gurney got loose out of the back of an ambulance. That's what I always think of every time I see one of these. It looks like a gurney got loose out of the back of it. And I can just imagine EMT people trying to chase him down. Man, we gotta get you to the hospital.